Hey everyone, how's it going? Zoro is becoming a menace in set 8, I swear. I knew this deck was going to be a lot of fun. I mean, a lot of people did, right? Everyone saw the chopper support they were getting and thought it would fit really well in a Zoro deck with just how aggressive you can be. You know, we have a lot of 4,000 power animals. This lets us play them out for free. So, you know, Zoro just busts them up to 5 already. It's great. It's great. But it's actually going a little bit crazier. This is a list that was, I think, really popular in just the general list that was used in like the rank sim over the last like couple weeks, and it's doing really well. You know, for an aggressive deck in set 8, we have really Zoro, like Chopper, Reiju, but Zoro just works really, really well with this build. And yes, it's a lot different from the list that I ran initially that I'll kind of get into. And my one objection with this list is that we actually have a lot of whiffs from this chopper, which I like. This chopper is like the core of the deck in my opinion. So the fact that we took out the Rob Son, we took out another animal 2k. Yes, I think this list is probably better overall, but still it does feel bad when we whiff with this chopper. Although I don't necessarily think it matters most of the time. We're still super aggressive. But this is Zoro deck list for One Piece set 8. Let's get into the deck, but first leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more. We got our 4 kid killers, 4 of the chopper blockers. Obviously this is another 4k power that we can play off of this guy. 2 Sanji 2k counters, the 2/3 2k counter, activate main, take a top card from your life, give him 2 rested Don plus 2k power. So he becomes 7k, but a Don on our leader becomes 8k. This is really good if we're playing against Enel, anything that's going to starve us out. For the most part, we are going to get starved out by our own fault, really. This chopper plays things out rested, which gives just so many targets for our opponent to swing into, and they're going to want to clear your board pretty much every turn that they can. Next, we got 2 of the chopper, 1 Don when attacking, trash one of your cards from hand, take 1 of your Straw Hat Crew type characters other than Tony Chopper with a cost of 4 or less from your trash your hand. This is a way to get back, you know, our 2k Sanji, Nami, Rush Zoro, because we can't get back any of our choppers, unfortunately. And of course, we got our 4 Searcher Nami to find a Straw Hat. Looking at top 5, we got 4 copies of the 3/5 Rush Zoro, 4 copies of the Makino that buffs a 1 cost red character plus 3,000. So our Nami and Dr. Kureha. Next, we got 4 copies of the 3/4 chopper that on play plays out an animal character with 3,000 power or less. Next, we got 2 copies of Dragon. This is great on 8 Don. We can still play out a huge body while giving our leader 2 Don. So we get the leader ability. And then with that, Dragon becomes a 10k rush, which is great. Next, the card that I really just want to get into, the 3/5 chopper that we got in set 8. Your turn on play when attacking, and the your turn will come into a big deal in a second. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck. From them, play up to 1 animal character with a power of 4,000 or less rested. So again, great way to fill up our board, and also playing it out rested works in our favor and against it a little bit. You know, our opponent's going to starve us out because if we want to protect any of these animal characters, 1, they're only 4,000 power, so it's kind of easy to swing into them, and 2, they come out rested every time, so you know they can swing into it easily. But the good part about it coming out rested is the rested 4,000 power character almost becomes a blocker because your opponent's just going to swing into it, right? So it kind of protects our life while we have so many things that can flood the board, so we don't necessarily need to draw the resources from our life all the time. Next, we got Hiking Bear, 4 copies, 2k counter, but Don times 1 activate main, give 1 of your animal type characters other than Hiking Bear 1k power. So with Zoro, we give a Don to leader and a Don to Hiking Bear. Hiking Bear now is at 5k power and gets to buff 1 of our other animal characters. For Dr. Kureha, look at top 4 for a Drum Kingdom or Tony Chopper card. Next, we got 2 Rayleigh, 1 of my favorite red cards from the set. On play, give 1 of your opponents minus 3,000 power, another minus 2,000 power, and then KO something with 3,000 power or less. And that minus power lasts for your opponent's next turn. So it's actually really great to be defensive with this as well, but it helps you swing into board if you need to. Next, we got one of the best events for this deck. Shut up and come with us. 4 copies. Counter 1 Don. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck and then put 1 3-cost or less animal character into play. So that is why the your turn is kind of important on this card, is that if we are countering out from our opponent's swing, we can't get the search from the on play of Chopper because it's not our turn, right? It's our opponent's turn. Also, the order of operations goes for an attack is your blocker phase and then the counter phase. So we can't use this counter event to play out a blocker Chopper and then block with that Chopper that we just played out because we've already passed through our block phase to do this. However, you can do this, play out a blocker Chopper and then block out the next attack, of course. But this is a great card to use early to really just get board advantage super quickly. Next, we got 2 Diablo Jambe. Of course, you know, we're rushing our opponent down. They're going to want to try and block her up towards the late game. This is a searchable Straw Hat Crew event, so the Nami can find it. So just 2 copies, but it is great for going for game, of course. Now, I know I went over the deck list really quickly, but just to go over the strategy with the deck, right? We want to flood the board. This Chopper is still like our prime engine for doing so. So on play, we're looking for an animal with 4,000 power. A good setup is to have a hiking bear in hand. And then when we find this 3/4 Chopper that plays a 3,000 power less animal, from the searching with this, we'll play this one out rested, which then allows us to play hiking bear. So with 1 swing or 1 play of this card, we just got 2 bodies. And hiking bear comes out active from this Chopper. So it is a little bit easier to defend, so we'll only have 1 rested body. And then the next turn, hiking bear can buff Chopper, so that Chopper becomes a 7k swing with lead ability or can buff something else, but that's a great play. Of course, playing out the blocker Chopper is always great because you can give him 2 Don and then minus something power if you want to swing into like one of their bigger bodies. Say you need to kill our opponent's like Jack, like the 7/8 Jack. It's pretty hard to kill an 8 cost or 8k power body, but you know, Chopper reduces that by 3,000 power for the turn, allowing everything pretty much to swing into it. So that's pretty much the main strategy here. Let's get in some games and see how fun this deck is. All right, we got Rob Lucci. This might be a problem for us if he just continuously blockers up, of course. We don't get first. So I'm going to mulligan to hopefully find the counter event. We might be able to find it with Nami. We get a lot of our non-searchable cards out the way, though. We only get to take the Sanji 2K, unfortunately. So we're just going to pass. But we know we've gone through. Let's take. Okay. Jambe. No 3 Don play. It's kind of crazy. We can just be really aggressive with Nami, I guess. Just a typical. We could play out just a body, but we can just go. Was that 6/6? Because again, we're just trying to rush him down. We've got 2 dragon and a kid killer, so we can just slam face as much as we can before he starts blocking up. He gives us a 2k, which is great to get out of hand early, and then he takes the next 6k. That's fine that he's just swinging into the Nami. Means he's probably just going to play the Sabo out for 5 Don. Gets rid of 2 Helmeppos. Here we're going to try to find our 3-cost Chopper. We don't find him, but we do find the Drum Kingdom event. So we haven't seen him through 2 searches, which is unfortunate. So I think I'm just going to swing 6, play out a card, and then leave 1 Don open for this event. He knows we got it, so he might be hesitant to swing into us. But if he doesn't, then he loses out on the free -1. You know, could just Rob Lucci to pop both, but we get to use the event, and we still don't find them. We've seen how many of our kid killers? At least 3 now. I feel like we take here just to find. Okay, we find them. Nice, but we're going up to 8 Don, so. It depends what he pops. Yeah, of course you're gonna pop that, right? That would be make sense. So we have a lot of options now. Unfortunately, I don't have enough Dawn. If I had 9 Dawn, if we go in first, we could play out Rayleigh, leaving me 1 Dawn to buff Chopper. We could minus Jack to a 5k body and then Sabo to a 4k body, killing nothing. However, it would allow us to swing into Jack, at least get the Sabo out. I think we still play a dragon, maybe, or do I fill my board? Because I can play out 2 bodies. I can search with Chopper. I can just go super wide. Jack's gonna kill something though, right? I think we will want to Chopper right now. Actually, we'll probably want to swing first. Let's see. I need to go 6 at least, or else I'll just free block. We don't really Nami, I guess, but no, not right now. Six, okay. Blocks out with the 2k counter, going down to 4 in hand, taking another 6. So I guess he doesn't have the 2k. He uses the event to kill. Honestly, might want to keep that in hand for counter, but you know, we get another. We pass up on our other Rayleigh and another Chopper Searcher, and then we'll just go super wide. Boom, boom. So yeah, he can pop something with Jack. He can swing into these 2, probably leaving us with 2 bodies, but he's down to 6 cards, 3 life. So as soon as we take 1 more life, Kid Killer becomes active. We don't have any counter really, but that's the point. We don't have much counter, but he's still just swinging into our board anyway. And he might not even swing with, he might not need to swing with, he might just play the Gecko Moria. Let's see. Would that be enough to pop 2 bodies? No, right? He'd be able to kill 1. He does have this. Oh, but he doesn't have a Rob Lucci in trash, does he? No, right? So can he can't even kill a, okay. Yeah, he has to swing a Sabo. That's not great for him. 7 for another Jack. Oh. And then just hard plays the Lucci out of hand. Do I just kill the Jack? Do I win that aggro war? Because if I play out a dragon, I definitely get him down to 1 life. But is that worth it? I feel like if I go 8 into a 5k Jack, he might let it go. And then he used up a lot of resources. Still doesn't have a Lucci in trash. Yeah, maybe we do that. So play -3. We'll minus you there. Kill nothing. I'm not going to be greedy. I'm just going to swing. Oh no, 7 into 5. He was taking 6k swings, so hopefully he just lets this go. Because if we get rid of Jack, he might not have much left to KO. He's thinking about it, so maybe it'll dump his whole hand. Yeah, no, it lets it go. Okay. Maybe realize that it keeps the minus power because, you know, he would have had 4 swings. He could have gone for game. We do have 3k counter now, but if we keep Rayleigh, that's great. I think I'm going to counter out here because we don't have any sideways bodies anyway, so I might as well just... Turning his blocker sideways because he has another one, right? Yeah. And we don't have our other Rayleigh. We know that. We saw him get 2 blockers. Just 2 blockers. Okay. I could and I maybe should kill the Sabo. Like swing into it. It feels stupid, right? But alright, so biggest body I can play out. Interesting. I mean, he had counter. Did he trash the wrong thing from Sabo? Maybe. I would have played out the dragon to buff leader. Probably went like 7 into Sabo. Just try to clear his board. I don't know. All right, we got Calgara. 2 very aggressive leaders against each other. We go first. No turn 1. And no searcher. He gets the upper yard. Takes a Kadatsu. All right. It's fair enough. We at least have 2 of these in our hand. He takes the 5k swing. Guess he has Nolan. So we do hit. We almost whiff. But we get a great card. The chopper blocker. He has 4 Dawn. So I think countering out here actually can work for us. Because he's probably going to play Ohm Holly. Yep. If he had 5 Dawn, then we know he's just going to kill something. But now we get to be more aggressive. Boom. We found another. Gonna go 5. Go 7, actually. I was debating playing out the Nami and this chopper, but that would overwrite one of the boards, and then that 7k he took, so that was great anyway. And oh my god, we find this. We do have the hiking bear to play out, but I'm not going to. Because we have a full board anyway, there's no point in playing out hiking bear over top of something that just has more power, right? Now his Ohm does have that 1k power, unfortunately. We won't counter out that. He has Gadatsu, but he can't Calgara into Nolan this turn. He would need 7 Dawn for that, right? Right? No, he could, right? Nolan's 5 cost, I think. But he doesn't. No. I don't typically save the 4k power bodies. Because we can just get them back with these guys. Higadatsu's 1. That's fine. Let's go 7-7. I think we can go 7-7-7 with a Rush Zoro. So play out another blocker chopper. Boom. Because he might have the vent that goes +3 or +2 with an El Thor. So let's get him to use it, I guess. He does have a pretty big hand, 8 cards. He's just gonna 2k. Okay. Let's go another 7. Give him down to 5 cards in hand. Oh, he takes. Maybe he was bluffing. Maybe he didn't. I don't know. Or maybe he thinks we don't have any counter because we let those first couple bodies go. But if he heals with a Calgara Noland, he wouldn't actually be able to. Isn't put a character with the Shino. I guess you can, right? Okay. But he doesn't. So he doesn't have the heal. He takes the +3 cost event, +3k event. It's bugged out on my sim right now. He'll just clear a board, and then we can just, I guess, stack 14 on leader and go for it. No point in counter out because it can't save them all, right? Take anyway. Rayleigh. He has 2 Dawn up for 2 events. Okay, I was just wondering this. Is it mathematically the same cards in hand if I do this? See, that would be a 10k swing and a 1, 2, 3, and 8k swing. So that's 2 cards for 8k. And then for the 10k, that's 7, 9, 11. So that's 5. If I go 14, that's 7, 9, 11, 13. So like it's the same anyway, right? But if I play out the dragon, that means I have something for him to swing at. He might do that. He might do that, right? Is that stupid? Is it stupid? Same amount of cards, unless he doesn't have 2Ks. But to give him something to swing at? I'll do it. It'll just be a little fun. Plus 8. 2K. Okay. Ah, he didn't have it. Okay. Well, okay, so he wouldn't have had it either way. But, I don't know. Is playing out the body to, you know, give him something to swing into, which he would have had to attach Don. Because I didn't have a lot of counter and only 3 life. What do we have from our life? 2 bricks and 1K. So we were kind of dead there the next turn if we didn't get that anyway. So maybe I shouldn't have just risked it and gone for the 14. Is the higher number the same, even though mathematically I think it would have come out to the same amount of cards out of hand? All right, we got Sakazuki. What are you doing here? Okay, we're going first, and we actually have a really good hand for going first. We Nami. Boom. Find Zoro, or do you have a... We already have one Jambe, so we'll get a Zoro, the Rush Zoro. Luckily, he has to discard a card from hand, so he's going to go down in hand size anyway. Wait, what just happened? What just happened? When you trash 1 Ice Oni from your hand and then place 1 for lower at the bottom of the Oni. Okay, play 1 Ice Oni from the trash. What the hell is Ice Oni? At the end of battle, with character and opponent costs 5 or lower character, place at the bottom of the owner's deck. So even though it's got 1K or 0K power, interesting. I mean, that's a pretty good counter against me, right? Because all my characters just get bottom decked because they're all 5 or lower. I guess that's fine. He's already down to 4 cards in hand. The Nico Robin. Oh, is that to combo with that? Boom, boom. It just gets bottom decked. I've never seen this card played. Okay. Should I just kill it? I guess so, right? I think we're gonna swing 6 here. We get the blocker chopper because we don't have anything else to play out from that other 3-cost chopper. Okay, counters. He's going down dangerously low in hand size, but this is just such an interesting deck. I like it. I don't know. Like, I'm just seeing everything he's playing out. It's crazy, you know? I think the Nico Robin, you know. Oh, because you have an 8 cost from the Ice Oni. I see what this guy's cooking. I see what he's cooking. The ulti's kind of crazy. We hit a blocker chopper, and then that dies. We get this into the hiking bear this time. So now that we have a full board, I'm just going to pressure him with higher swings. So we'll go 7 -2 for fun. Okay, I'm sorry. But this is just, I just want to put this just for the interesting deck list. I wish I knew the rest of his deck list. I guess it's mostly a lot of Beast Pirates. Has anyone tried this out? Like, done more testing? Yeah, Kaida. Oh, because... Interesting. I remember running this ulti in Sakazuki decks. Like, people were running that a lot, right? Alright, we got... Do I keep just because of the chopper? Maybe. Maybe we want the counter. Sure. I have faith in my deck. I have faith in my grandfather's deck. He takes the 5. And hey, we get a chopper. Rayleigh actually could be really good for this. We're not going to count that. Out of that. Rook. Goes 6/6. Play another one. Yay. 6. He takes. Okay, maybe he's out of 2Ks. Boom. Hey, we found it. Yay. Perfect. Play this. Hiking bear. Sure. Sure, he can probably kill like 3 things this turn. Maybe even 4. That'd be actually really scary. Nah, I wouldn't let him just swing into things if he's got a attached Dawn for it. You know, maybe Brook into Hiking Bear. We let go. Actually, no, I'd probably counter out. Just because I have 3 2Ks. Ice Age. To kill it with the Brook. I mean, I guess so, but maybe that means if we play out... We're gonna 2K these, right? 1. Interesting. Forgot to Hiking Bear, attach Dawn, boom, buff that guy. Let's kill that Brook. 5 at Brook, he counters out. Silly goose. I have more swings. I guess he's not that silly. Let's go 7-7. Probably won't even play out the Hiking Bear. Actually, I'll probably just go big, like a 9K swing here. Try and get him low. You know, he's at 2 life. See if we can get him down to 1, hopefully. Yeah, he's caught a lot of counter. Good for us, because we're going to play out another card from this. Hopefully we don't whiff. But this is the goal of the deck, right? This is kind of what it does. All of our things are sideways for the majority of it, right? And then you'll see we're kind of getting low on resources, but we still have 5 life. And our opponent 1 life. He took 4 hits. Gotta let it go. Sabo. Nice. We get the Kid Killer. So what is that? 4 Dawn. Leaves us 4 Dawn left. And go 7, whatever. Actually, maybe I still leave up a Dawn for, so like 8 at life. He'll probably be out of counter. 8, yes, good. So we just need a Jambe or, you know, no blockers. If he plays out Rebecca, we can kill it with Rayleigh, but then we can only go 7 at life. But that's still good because he doesn't have a lot of counter from what it seems. But, you know, 6 in hand, he could always just be bluffing, but, you know, I don't think he would have gone down to 0 life. Just have the chance that we got the Jambe, you know? We might as well just counter this. We might as well just protect our board because this is our, hopefully our last turn, right? Now we have 3 things. He didn't attach any Dawn to leader, so I don't know what he's planning to play with the 10 Dawn. Like he's got to play out a blocker, so his best bet would be to like Gecko Moria, but then you would want to attach Dawn to leader to become a 6K leader, which would turn made that a 7K swing at Kid Killer. So I don't know what he's got. If he plays out the 10 drop Kuzan, that's probably not a great spot to be in with 0 life against Zoro. Big swing. Okay. Wait, didn't have enough to kill it. There's only a 2 cost right now. But he goes down. 7 Dawn left. Rebecca. Okay. Takes back a T-Bone. Of course, of course. If he plays out... nothing. Okay. I think we kill Rebecca. Let's go boom. Bam, boom. Attach all Dawn. Boom, swing 7. Because we can go 5 and 6. Which actually might be enough. 5, 6. We whiff. It's not enough, but now he's only got 3 cards in hand. 0 life. We got another Rush Zoro. And Rayleigh's going to be a lot harder to get rid of. He uses Ice Age, right? Gecko Moria brings back the Rebecca. At that point, we can just split and kill him with the Rush Zoro, though. So the problem, like, this deck actually is very scary against Zoro. Not only can you play out the 7-cost Jack, which kills like one of our things every turn, but doing so, you become a 6k leader, meaning that all these like 5ks don't go through. But we have a Rayleigh on board still. Like, yeah, GG. Yeah, just not enough. Even with the Rebecca, you know, and we had another rush card to begin with, you know. Yeah, that is the deck list. It is a lot of fun, very aggressive. So if that's your play style, right, definitely recommend checking out this list. For sure, you could do another list like the one that I was playing before. It didn't have so much top end, but just more animal cards to not like whiff on this chopper. These top end do really kind of help out in specific case scenarios, right, as you saw throughout the games. But definitely think I probably would have lost that first match against Lucci if we kept playing. He actually wasn't in that bad of a spot. But yeah, this deck definitely has its rough spots against like any black deck really that can just kind of recycle those Rebecca blockers, the Sabo blockers just over and over again while KOing almost our entire board. But if we can apply pressure fast and early enough, we can put our opponent into a pretty rough spot, and that's when the John comes into play. But you know, it's just a very fun deck. If you want to check out Zoro in set 8, he's still pretty viable. But either way, let me know in the comments what you would change, do differently. If you've been playing Zoro, have you had fun with them? And of course, leave a like on the video, subscribe, and I'll see you all in our next video. Bye-bye.